Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday to everybody. I'm hoping my voice holds out. I've been very sick. Everybody in my house has been very sick. And today I feel like I'm getting a little bit better. But yeah, it's still pretty rough. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you are all doing well. I queued up specifically for the gamma runs for the new dungeons, so that's how we ended up here.
Just as the gnome claimed. Come, heroes.
Let's see. Do kings on everybody. Yeah, it's been a rough one. Usually I don't get this sick, but I have been feeling pretty rough. I'm hoping to be 100% by Thursday. I saw they announced the global release time, which looks like it's going to be around 4 p.m. my time. So that's exciting. Of course, we got the one with all the roleplay, which I guess is okay.
As you wish, my lord.
Soldiers of Lordaeron, rise to meet your master's call.
You will not escape me that easily, Arthas. I will have my vengeance.
Thankfully, my son got better. He's back at school. He's feeling okay. But I am sick. My wife is really sick, and she's in the middle of teaching a class, so it's pretty rough. Tugan, good morning. Mendy, welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday. I am pulling way too much aggro. I have a paladin tank. I didn't think I could pull aggro over a paladin tank, but apparently I can. Ra, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream.
Master's wrath. Your death will be no different. Fear. So exhilarating. Despair. So delicious. Despair.
Camping King, good afternoon. Good morning to you.
Fear. So exhilarating. Despair. So delicious. Morwen. Finish them.
I mean, it says that it's an upgrade. Who am I to argue? 30%'s pretty good. Nothing is more heroic than hiding in a corner from enemies. Monica, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. Buffalo Bill, good morning to you. Thanks for stopping by. I'm waiting for the day that I get good enough to at least out DPS my tank. So far, it hasn't happened yet. Shadow Parker, good afternoon. Welcome. Johnny, good morning.
Death is all that you will find here. Waste away into nothingness. Choke on your suffering. Your flesh shall decay before your very eyes. Choke on your suffering. Choke on your suffering. Yes. Run. Run.
It's a pole arm, Jesus. It's 2% upgrade. I don't think I'm gonna take this because, listen, I don't have any pole arm skill. I don't have like a single point of skill in pole arms, I don't think. I'm surprised that I even have pole arms trained. Oh, I lie. I'm a liar. I don't know what character I'm on, apparently. Either way, it's only 2%. I'm okay to pass it. It'd be a while before we skilled it up enough anyway. I wonder when I used a pole arm. It must have been the Hellreaver pole arm from Outland. That's really the only pole arm I could think that I would have used.
Master, I have failed.
Game double tap. I appreciate you saying so. And thanks for being here. Good morning.
He's too powerful. Heroes, quickly, come to me. We must leave this place immediately. I will do what I can to hold him in place while we flee.
Jay, good evening to you. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here.
Get at bay, heroes. I will tear this barrier down.
Succumb to the chill of the grave.
Another barrier? Stand strong, champions. I will bring the wall down.
Agent Dad, good evening. Welcome. I'm okay. I've been sick. It hasn't been that long though. To be fair, I think last time was Friday. It hasn't been too long.
Your walls can't
I know it seems like that sometimes. But yeah, I've been feeling really under the weather, so I have not been streaming for the last few days. It's a long time for you guys. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I understand. I mean, I have gotten used to streaming every day, but at a certain point, especially when I'm feeling sick, I realize that, you know, streaming every day is not necessarily the best thing for me to do. And so yeah, I mean, I'm sure with this season of Discovery, I'll be streaming a lot more. I was hoping that I could be 100% healed up by the time Thursday. It's looking pretty good. Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow, I'll probably feel better. I feel okay today. I got through a workout today. I hadn't worked out in 2 days, and typically that's the sign that, like, I know that I'm feeling like complete garbage if I can't get through a workout. What will I play in the season of Discovery? To be determined. Yeah, listen, I still don't know. And I pulled out the notebook, I wrote out a bunch of pros and cons. For basically every class I was interested in, I wrote out a bunch of pros and cons. And I don't really know. Kind of the bad thing about it is that if I wanted to spoil things for myself as far as like what new abilities classes were going to get, it would be easier to make the choice. If I knew everything that the classes were going to have access to, it would be a lot easier for me to make my choice. But I don't really want to spoil anything for myself, but at the same time, my biggest fear is that I pick a class, and I get all the new abilities and stuff, and it just feels like I'm playing Wrath of the Lich King. That's my biggest fear. I look at all the abilities the Paladin's getting back, and I think to myself, well, that just looks like the Wrath of the Lich King Pally, and I have no interest in playing the Wrath Pally since I'm already doing that. I kind of feel the same way about a lot of the classes. A couple of them are like formatively changed. Obviously, like the Warlock being able to shapeshift and tank, that's a formative class change. The Rogue being able to tank is a formative class change. The Mage being able to heal is a formative class change. I worry about the classes that are not getting those big changes. I worry they're just going to feel like later incarnations of themselves.
So this is how it ends.
And I don't think that's going to be very interesting.
For today, we make our final
So I'm still really torn. I'll probably just go warrior. If I can't figure anything out, I'll just make a warrior. The warrior's my favorite class, you know, basically my favorite class, so I really can't go wrong with it, I guess. It could end up being less interesting than some of the other class redesigns for the season, but I don't know. At this point, even after doing the pros and cons list, I came away with no real conclusions. Because I'm operating from a point of like very limited knowledge.
This whole mountainside could collapse at any moment.
We're going Alliance, so I can't do Shaman. If they were gonna let us be Dwarf Shaman, yeah, I would probably go Shaman. It'd be like a no-brainer. But we're going Alliance side, so I can't. I don't need whatever this is. And I don't need whatever this is. And that's it, right? We're done here? Good. Jason, good morning, man. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. So that was Halls of Reflection. I want to queue up for these first. So I'm gonna queue up for these two, Forge of Souls and Pit of Saren. Let's see. It's looking like 10 minutes. Let's go do some herbalism somewhere. Assuming I can find the portals. Shane, you've read through all the list? You've enjoyed it? Yeah, I thought that maybe I should. Because otherwise, like, I'm operating from a point of no knowledge about the class changes. On the one hand, I'd like to be surprised. On the other hand, like, no one likes to be surprised when it turns out that the class they're playing is the most boring redesign. And I worry about going on the warrior. Because I feel like the sentiment they have towards warriors in Classic is a negative one. They're like, oh, warrior won't be OP anymore. Everything will be OP. And that kind of makes me worry, like, they're not, like, big fans of the warrior, and they're not going to do a lot of cool stuff for the warrior. That might not turn out to be true, but I don't know. I kept thinking about a melee hunter, but then again, like, I don't know that melee hunter is a real thing. I haven't seen any glyphs to make me think that melee hunter is real. I saw the glyph, the lone wolf glyph, you know, the one that gives the hunter more damage when the pet is away. But that doesn't make you a melee hunter. That just means now you don't have a pet. Good luck. You lost your tanking buddy. Like, okay, that sucks. If I knew for sure that there was going to be a way to be a melee hunter, like with or without a pet, I would probably do that. Because that would be a formative redesign of the class compared to what it normally plays like. Yeah, exactly. If I can't decide, I'm just going to go on a warrior. But then again, with their seemingly, like, meh sentiment towards warriors, it could be really boring. I am concerned that we're just getting the Wrath version of these classes. That's what sucks. For some of them, it's not true. Like Warlock, Rogue, Mage, they've clearly changed them, you know. But I really do worry, looking at all the other abilities, that we're basically just being given Wrath classes. The ability to build a Wrath class within Classic, which I don't find that very interesting. Because I already have Wrath. I already have characters in Wrath, so I'm hoping that's not what it feels like. I'd really like to believe that, like, a Paladin in Season of Discovery is gonna feel like a Classic Paladin with changes. But part of me thinks it's gonna feel like the Lich King Paladin. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are we gonna have classes that actually feel like they're Classic, but they're different? Or are you gonna be like, oh, this is the Mista Pandaria Rogue, or this is the Warlords of Draenor Druid? Like, is that what it's gonna be like? Everyone's gonna, like, be able to pinpoint, like, what version of the class they're playing, and it's gonna feel like that version of the class, or is it actually gonna feel unique? Lael, that's awesome, man. I saw Ko play some of that. It looked pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean, ultimately I'll probably just be really boring and we'll go on a warrior. Now, if I go on a warrior, the only question is, like, human warrior or dwarf warrior. That's a tough one. I could also do rogue. Maybe I'll do rogue. I don't know. I'll decide in character creation, I guess. I tried to make, like, a list of, like, the 3 classes that I knew I wanted to play in the season, but it didn't work out. I had pros and cons for every class. I took a bunch of classes and I crossed them out, only to then, like, re-add them to the list. I spent like an hour or so on it, just writing up pros and cons for the various classes and, like, what I would do on them as far as professions and stuff like that. So I really did try to think it out and put some actual thought into what I wanted to do. It just didn't yield any definitive results. I should take a vote, David. You know how I am with polls, like, you know, like, polls make me more ambivalent than anything else. Like, you'd think a poll would help me decide. It really doesn't. It makes me even more undecided, because I feel like polls are polls have a lot of like little catches that people fall into, and it's like I don't trust polls to even be a representation of what the community really wants. I don't trust them. I might do one anyway just to see. Like, that's what I usually do, is I do a poll just to see, but it ends up making me more ambivalent, and I already have like a hard time making choices. So I don't know. I don't even know what I would put on the poll. Like, I don't even know what my top 3 are. That's the problem. If I had it narrowed down to like 3 definitive class race combinations that I wanted to play, then like maybe I would do a poll. But right now, basically everything's back on the table. Everything's basically back on the table. I don't know. I can't even think, like, what's the class that I'm least interested in? I can't... Druid, probably, just because I don't like shapeshifted forms. I guess Druid would be the class that I'm least interested in, that I probably would not play a Druid for my first character. And that's really the only thing that I can take off the table and say, like, absolutely, you know, this is not... I'm not going to play a Druid. But everything else is a possibility, so I don't know. Martian, you're a Pole from Poland. Okay. I see what you did there. Somebody whispered me telling me to check my spell ranks. But I have that add-on that makes sure that all my spell ranks are up to date. What the heck is this guy talking about? Exorcism? Exorcism? Maybe did I train level 70 or level 80? Did I train my last level? I don't know that I did. Now I have to ignore this person because they're gonna keep their add-on's gonna keep whispering me that I'm using a lower rank of exorcism. But apparently I might be using a lower rank of exorcism than I should have. So now I have to go to the trainer and see exactly what the heck is going on. But yeah, in the meantime, unfortunately, thanks to his spamming add-on, I've had to ignore somebody. Sucks. Maybe Consecrate too. Maybe the reason I'm not dealing the most damage I could do is because I never trained level 80. I don't remember if I did or not. It would be very much like me to not have trained level 80. Do I have what's training? I have what's training in Classic. I don't think no, I don't have it in Wrath. You'd think like all the add-ons could just be the same, that I could just have the same exact add-ons in one version of the game as another, but that's not the case. I don't think I did either, Mike. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I don't know what I did when I hit level 80. I was probably like, okay, let's go do dungeons. So we'll see. It's funny that I've been doing gamma runs for like multiple days, and I never trained level 80. That's the really funny part. Karen, good evening. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. To be fair, it's only been since Friday since I streamed last. It seems like a long time because I got really used to streaming every day. But I vaguely remember, I was sick, so I was kind of in like a haze, but I remember streaming on Black Friday. And then yeah, after that I felt like crap. Subsequent days I felt like crap. And today was the first day that I really thought I can get on here and feel relatively normal. He's severing my soul from my body. That's bad. I should have got further away from him. When he severs the soul, I have to distance him. And then we're supposed to kill the soul before it gets to him or something like that. There's some kind of mechanic there that I just did not do properly. Oh god, here comes the music. I thought that distancing this would be the way to go. Like, I thought I could get out of it and distance it, but nah. That's not gonna work. I have 20 slot bags. I don't need that. Cloth I don't need. Jason, you guys had COVID over the weekend? Oh, yeah, that's awful. I feel like what we had might have been COVID. You know, they don't test for it anymore. My son went to see the doctor, but they looked in his ears, were like, well, he's got an ear infection. They gave him antibiotics, but they didn't do a COVID test or anything. It's been really bad. It's been the worst cough that I've had in a long time. Usually, like, when I get a cough, I don't cough during the day. I'll only have the cough when I first wake up and then when I'm trying to go to sleep. But for the past couple of days, I coughed, like, all throughout the day, and I had to take Dayquil, and I don't usually do that. It was a mess. So it was probably COVID. Like, I just assume that, like, everything is COVID, because we don't go get tested every time we're sick. We just typically just work through it, you know. Yeah, I just assume that every time I get sick really bad, it's probably COVID. Or it's COVID mutated with some other shit, you know. It's like, whatever. It's now all the same stuff. You know, viruses are getting worse. TLDR, respiratory viruses are getting worse. They're more virulent, so they last longer. They have side effects that go on for a long time. It's like, okay, the world is clearly trying to kill humans. It's clearly trying to wipe some of us out. I wish I knew the beam. He attached me with a beam from him, and I don't know what the beam was doing to me. See, now, I never got a fever, but I typically don't get fevers. I honestly can't remember the last time I had a fever that was significant. Well, that guy melted really, really quick. It's an upgrade for why is it an upgrade for protection? I don't know. I don't need it. This is a 66% upgrade for Ret. I do need this. Let's do that. Alright, so that's it for this one. Now we have to head to the trainer. I'll try to get us there before the next dungeon pop. It's COVID plus. Yes. Exactly. You guys wanted Classic Plus, instead you got COVID Plus. It's almost the same thing. There's new features. New achievements. Cough out an entire lung. The add-on that's telling us what's an upgrade is Pawn. Pawn. I could probably train the next rank of herbalism as well. Oh, that was a mute. Let's start early. That's mute number 1. I got 2 more mutes to go before punishment. I'm just going to do random. Yeah, waiting 16 minutes for the Pit of Saren probably isn't worth it. So we'll just do random. That's 9 minutes, and that's going to be a lot better for me. Connor, thanks for being here and for checking out the stream, man. I appreciate that.
Victory lies ahead.
Guys, it turns out there's a lot of stuff I didn't train. Flash of Light, Consecration, Holy Light, Blessing of Wisdom, Greater Blessing of Wisdom, Holy Wrath, Lay on Hands, Exorcism, Flash of Light again, Redemption, Consecration, Holy Light, Sacred Shield, Devotion Aura. Oh my dear God. I think our DPS might go up a little bit. Yeah. Our DPS might go up a little bit now. Now we have the add-on that does automatically make sure that all of those get put on the bar, so that's good. What does muted mean? Muted is when I accidentally have muted myself and I'm talking on mute. And if I talk on mute 3 times, I have to read some of your comments in a Lego Batman voice, which is the punishment for muting myself and then talking. Yeah. That's what it means when people are calling out muted. It's when you see my mouth moving, but there's no words coming out. That's it. Alright, I should probably sell some junk. Holy I don't need. Holy I don't need. Holy protection. I did save a couple of pieces of gear that were like protection upgrades. Like I saved these boots. I have this helmet and these pants. I'm not really committing to building a tanking set, but we'll see how it goes. I don't, oh damn, that was fast. I don't really want to tank. I wouldn't mind it if it meant getting faster queues on some days. Although the queues are coming pretty fast even as DPS. I have so many quest items that I need to throw out some of these quest items that I don't need. I don't even know what a lot of them are. So I'm just going to go through and throw out like anything that's a quest item. Well, we'll do it after this. The add-on that updates the spells, I don't even remember the name of it. Let me see. Spellbook Abridged. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Spellbook Abridged. Johnny, that's rude. That guy was rude. he looted the gunpowder and dead mines, and he dropped so you couldn't complete the run. That's like a very special way of trolling a group. Yeah, I would never have thought of that. Well, that's awful. You should have reported him. Blizzard said they're going to have a zero tolerance on griefing and hardcore. Now the green stuff here, we wanna keep them in green, and we wanna get them out of red, right? Is that what's going on here? I can stand in this green stuff, even though like everything in my soul tells me to get the out of the green stuff. I have to stand in it. Hey Yogi, up the game sounds? What do you guys think? Anybody else think the audio can go up a little bit? I'll knock it up a little bit. I can see where the meters are at, and I'm not gonna up it. If you're talking about like the spell effects specifically, I'm keeping the spell effects and stuff kind of down on purpose. I like when the music is up and the ambience, but I don't like it when it's all like loud ass spell effects going off all the time. Daniel, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. We're out DPSing the tank now that I trade in level 80. That's true, Jason. I did drop it down when the 70s sitcom or cop buddy action movie music started. I did do that. Uh-oh. I think I was a little late on the interrupt. Oh god. What happens now? Does he kill everybody? Apparently it's fine. That's a holy upgrade. I don't need it. That is also a holy upgrade. It feels like if I wanted to build a set of healing gear, I could probably do it in like a couple hours. Because I feel like between all the different types of armor, like all that drops is healing gear. And when you're actually a healer, it never drops. Yeah, I believe that. Absolutely. It always feels like it's easier to build up a set of like off-spec gear than it is to get pieces for your main set. They're contemplating going this way. Alright, we're going this way. We lost somebody. We lost our mage. I'm not really sure what killed him. Engen, what will I play in SOD? I don't know yet. Yeah, I talked a little bit about it earlier in the stream, but I have no idea. I'm probably going to decide like in character creation the day of. I wrote out a big list, I bulleted points out, I did pros and cons, and I came up with nothing. It'll probably end up being a warrior or a rogue. At this point, probably a warrior or rogue. I don't know. The only thing that kind of holds me back from warrior is that if I do warrior, I'm going to have to do blacksmithing. And I don't really know if I'm ready to do mining again, since we've been doing mining on the classic hunter. I'm not really sure if I'm ready to do that again. You know, and I kind of thought about doing another hunter just because I've been really digging the hunter. I think a night elf hunter would be really good for PvP with shadow meld. I could like stalk out like a point, go into shadow meld, and wait for some unsuspecting victim to come by. So I contemplated doing another hunter, but I was kind of hoping there would be like a melee hunter build, and I haven't looked at all the runes enough to know. Somebody dropped a bountiful feast. How kind of them. Electron, good afternoon, man. Welcome to the stream. Johnny, you're gonna go Balanced Druid and Sod. That's an interesting choice. If they would give me like a Starfall form, I would contemplate that, you know. I'm never gonna want to be a Boomkin. I've really been enjoying the Retail Druid though because I get Star form. I can kind of still look like my character. One-handed mace, we don't need it. And Eye of the Broodmother. Equip improves crit strike rating, and it's a spell power thing. Okay, we don't need that either. Yeah, that's true. You're not going to be a Boomkin right away. I don't even know what level the classic druid gets Boomkin. I thought it was like level 40 you got Boomkin. Although they might change it for Sod. You might get some kind of ability that turns you into a were chicken right away. And like, who wants that? I don't know. What patch is Wrath the Lich King Classic at the moment, Cal? It's on its last patch. It's on the ICC patch. They're not doing a separate patch for Ruby Sanctum this time around. Ruby Sanctum is going to release, but it's not going to be part of another patch. It's just going to come out as part of this patch, I guess. This healer is having to do really hard work. I feel so bad for healers in these dungeons. They have to work so much harder than anybody else. Oh look, we got a bunch of ads. That's gonna help things out. Alright, I lay on hands to myself. I probably should have bubbled myself instead. That would have been the smarter thing to do. Yeah, we're still just as dead despite the lay on hands. Are they gonna wipe? Maybe. It's possible. Yeah, the tank is dead. I think that was just an overpull. We pulled too much. Am I gearing my pally for endgame? Yeah, I'm trying to be able to do some raiding eventually with the guild. Right now we're at 4,500. I saw that the guild cleared Nax the other week. I saw that in the Discord. That was awesome. But yeah, I'd like to do some endgame stuff. Obviously, with like Season of Discovery coming out, I'm probably going to focus on that for a bit. I'm still going to try to find like a day or two during the week to play the pally and grind some more gear, I guess. I enjoy the 5-man stuff. There's an in-game option to see threat percentages. Oh. Are you telling me that I need to slow down on threat generation, Alex? Is that what you're saying? I don't know if that was a situation where I pulled aggro, or just that we added that extra group and then I got killed by it. Oh, good. Oh, good. Do I wait for a res? Yeah, I think I just wait for a res. I hope he reses me. He probably won't. He's like, everyone's gonna die here. So the trick is, like, he's not gonna res me. You gotta heal up before you jump down here. We'll be back with those guys in like 20 minutes. After I run back into the dungeon again and then stand there and spam myself with flash of light for 5 minutes until I can jump down and get eaten by fish. Very, very smooth. Yeah, the fish are stupid. The fact that that's the route is stupid. That's the stupid part. The actual stupid part is not that the fish are there in the water, that's fine. The stupid part is that that's the route you're supposed to take, is to jump into the water and to get chewed on by fish. That's the dumb part. And that part's, I think that's a choice. I don't even know. Maybe you have to go that way. I'll just bubble out of it. Yeah, I feel like they're like that on purpose. Because is there a way to go that does not involve going into the water? I feel like there has to be some way to go that does not involve going into the water at all. I've never seen anybody take a different way. But there's gotta be one. A ready check, that's pro. Everything is so unreadable. I hate all the shit on the ground. It makes every aspect of every boss fight. All you do is, like, I'm squinting at the screen and I still can't see the shit on the ground. Like, we got red shit, we got green shit, and then underneath all the red shit and the green shit, there's purple shit that you can't stand in. So you have green shit you're supposed to stand in, you got red shit you gotta pull them out of, and then you got purple shit killing you. It's too much shit. Don't you guys agree? Yeah, it's too much visual clutter. It's what makes... It's the one thing in WoW that makes, like, PvE content miserable. Like, it's what makes raids miserable, it makes 5-mans miserable sometimes. Is that it's not readable. You can't read the mechanics. It's why you literally have to have an add-on that screams at you when you're supposed to move, because you can't see the ground. And, like, usually you can't see the ground just from player spell effects. In this case, not only do we have to deal with player spell effects, including our own, we have to deal with 3 different layers of crap on the ground. Like, I don't get it. I keep hoping for a day when they clean it up. They need to go look at Final Fantasy XIV's raids, because we know they don't play other games. And they need to, like, try to think, like, how can we make ground effects more readable? Because when ground effects are like 90% of your mechanics, you have to be able to sight read them. You can't rely on an add-on to tell you to get out of some garbage. You should just be able to see it. I am trying to heal myself. Okay, yeah, there we go. Let's heal up. Path of Frost sounds good. Let's see if we get killed down here. No, yeah, we're dead. I really appreciate the floaty thing that caused me to come over here, because like I wasn't coming over this way, the floaty thing led me over here, and now I'm getting eaten more. Perfect. I think I hate this dungeon. I don't know what I'm gonna do differently. I mean, I was trying my best to stay out of stuff. So I really am not sure what's gonna change. Maybe I'll just stay really far away. Maybe we'll do minimal damage, but maybe we'll stay alive. Maybe I should turn spell effects off. Let's just go. Let's turn spell effects like basically all the way off. Environment, no, not environmental. Spell density. Spell density, just essential. Is that like the lowest? Let's do that. And just see, it's gonna look like garbage, but maybe I'll be able to see what's going on. Use the ring in my backpack to grab a gamma buff. I don't know what that means. This? Oh, hey there.
Our enemies will fall.
Thank you. There we go. I appreciate that. I'm hoping that since the ground spell effects are essential, I'm hoping that they'll still show them to me. Since the setting is called essential, I'm really hopeful that I'll be able to see them more clearly. I don't know. You know, I can't think of anything else that I can do to make the game better. Like, I can't redesign the game. I can only work with what I have. So we'll try to turn the spell effects down, and we'll see if that makes it easier to spot the purple thing within the green thing within the red thing that we're supposed to not stand in. No shit. I know you gotta stay out of the ground effect. The point is you can't see them. Yeah, the whole point. Oh, good, the healer's dead. The point is that you can't see him with everything going off at the same time. Everybody died because nobody could see the purple from the green or from the red or from everybody's spell effects. Does that make sense? I know it's hard to understand, but I think you can get there. Witch's brew. You don't feel good. Oh, great. That's what I wanted. Who laid this down? Who did this to me? I also can't cleanse it off of myself, which is fun. John, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. I have this poison now forever. I'm really curious as to what this is and why it exists. Can't bubble it off either. I'm tempted just to let it kill me, and then they can res me. Don't click on mysterious cauldrons. That's what we learned today. So yeah, I'm really just waiting for this to kill me, and then maybe by then, maybe the priest will be here. And then maybe he'll res me. If he doesn't res me, oh well. It's not the end of the world. Oh, I know I have a debuff. I can't cleanse the debuff. I don't have an... And the healer keeps dying, so like, it doesn't really matter anyway. We're never going to get this boss going. I don't know, like, I think the healer is dying to the fish. I think he's died to the fish 2 different times now. So maybe if we run back together, maybe I'll be able to get the healer back to the group. That's really all I can think to do. Alright, we're close. It's probably going to break all my gear. But, yeah. At this point, who cares? And boom! Cool, 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 cool. I have a debuff? No, no way. Are you serious? I clicked on a witch's cauldron. You know, what was I supposed to do? Ignore it? Look it up before clicking on it? What was I supposed to do? There was a clickable object, so I clicked it. Of course I did. I'm a filthy, filthy clicker. If he levitates me, I'm gonna lose it. Don't levitate me. Don't levitate me. I also can't use the feast. Oh, there we go. I don't know what was going on. The feast was unresponsive. Oh good, they pulled the boss. It's a little bit more readable this way. So the tank is down. That's good. It's exactly what we were hoping for, right? Okay, we're dead again. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, we didn't get the gamma buff again. Right. It doesn't matter because the tank can't stay alive, so. I will give this a couple more wipes. So when my gear breaks, when my gear is all broken, which it will be soon, then I'm gonna drop this group and we will re-queue. And maybe we will get a different dungeon, or maybe like a different tank. I don't know what the problem is really. It's an awful fight. I wish I knew exactly what was being handled the wrong way, because I feel like it's not just the fight. I feel like some aspect of the fight is being mismanaged. Maybe not. Maybe that's just how hard the fight is on Gamma. I don't know. And now we're going this way, apparently. I don't know what we're doing now. Because maybe now we're going a different way. Are we skipping that boss? Is that what? The tank is still dead. He hasn't come back yet. We should be going the long way. We aren't taking the ads from the other room down quick enough with the boss up. Yeah, maybe that could be it, yeah. If we're pulling additional ads into that boss fight, then we're being dumb as hell. If that's what's happening, then we're being dumb. I don't really know what's happening in the boss fight. I don't remember what it's like on normal, so. So there are mobs pulling with the boss. Okay, yeah, that's retarded. That's a dumb tank problem, right? If we have mobs that are pulling with the boss that we can clear before we engage the boss, then the tank is being stupid, thinking that he can just take us to the boss and pull the boss. That's a bad tank problem. No, I don't know if I really want to kick this tank. I mean, yeah, let's kick the tank. Sure, why not? The vote to kick the tank has failed. Big surprise, the vote to kick the bad tank has failed. Because, like, listen, nobody wants to wait for a tank.
What business have you?
Yeah, I would say that we're having problems. Most definitely. Many problems. Someone is speaking in Spanish in party chat. So I guess maybe that will probably hit about 50% of the people in the group will understand what was just said, and everyone else will be in the dark. I am in the dark. I can't read Spanish. Maybe the tank can. It seems like the healer is trying to tell us something important, but he's telling us in a language that some of us don't speak or read, so... Yeah, he's telling us more stuff, more information. That's probably real. I see the word portal in here. Oh, I think he needs to repair. I see the word portal and repair. R-E-A-P-I-R. I'm thinking that our healer, his gear is completely broken, and he's desperately trying to communicate that to the group, and it's not working. Apparently I'm tanking now. Yeah, we're pulling lots of threat. I don't know why. Alright, the Death Knight is about to go down. This group is something? Yeah, they are something. I'm pretty sure the healer's gear is broken. The tank is running in with half HP. Always a good idea. You have half HP, your healer has half of their mana, and then you just run in and pull the next group. Super smart. I gave him lay on hands. I lay on hands him. I have nothing to save myself now, but I did try to save the tank, so I've done everything I can. This tank should go back to retail and do some mythic 5-mans. That's what I feel like he really wants to be doing. Agent Dead, am I a meat eater? Yes, I am an omnivore. I eat all the things. Alright, here we go. We are all done with that. I have never been more done with a group than I was right there. So yeah, great. Yeah, no, I'm out. No, I know. Yeah, no, if we haven't figured it out yet, like we've died on the boss how many times, and if they have not put 2 and 2 together yet, they're never gonna put 2 and 2 together because it's not hard. And so they were never gonna figure it out, you know. There was absolutely no way they were ever going to figure it out. So we just, we quit on them and we go again. That's the reasonable thing to do, I think, right now. Yeah, we repaired. Yeah, this guy got us. As long as Leatrix is working, we should be good. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, so, you know, at least, like, whatever group we get next, it probably won't be quite as bad as that. That was, like, very, very bad. That might have been my worst experience while I've been DPSing. While I'm here, I kind of meant to check out the the herbalism guy's way back there. Is there herbalism training, like, somewhere else? Yeah, maybe if I make my way over here and do some herbing, I should get down to here. Okay, let's do that. Imagine getting in the same group. Oh, that would suck. If I got in the same group, I would just get killed one more time and then I'd leave again. It sounds like I need guild gamma runs. Yeah, I do, but when I play during the middle of the day. And so, like, not a lot of people can play much when I play, it seems like. A lot of people have these things that you guys call jobs, which precludes them from running gammas with me, which I think sucks, but they tend to need it. No, see, it's not that the boss fight is hard for some people, Logical Sweet. It's that there are some adds that we could kill before the boss. There are some adds we can kill before the boss, and the group is not doing that. The tank won't do that. He won't lead us to go kill the enemies first before the boss. That's the biggest problem that's happening. It's not just that the fight is hard, and for some people it's hard. It's that the tank is pulling it in a really stupid way, and he won't stop. That seems to be the main problem. If it was just that it was a hard fight and we were pulling it the right way, I'd probably stick it out a little bit more. But that's not what's happening. Also, I'm pretty sure the healer's gear was completely broken. He tried to tell us in Spanish that his gear was broke, that he needed to portal out and repair. And no one ever replied to him, and he never portaled out and repaired. He just didn't do anything. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm convinced all of his gear was broken at that point. And see, look, we're right back at it. Yeah, if his equipment was busted, he should have bailed. Yeah, I agree. Like, if all your gear's broke and your group is not listening to you, they're not letting you repair, just drop, you know? You're not going to get the deserter thing. You've already wiped a handful of times, so just, yeah, definitely just drop. Oh, great. Yeah, it's an Utgard run. So, of course, we would go from, like, a terrible boss fight situation with a terrible tank to an Utgard run. And that, hey, I have all my spell effects down now, so maybe I'll actually notice the frost. It's possible. Yeah, this is my least favorite dungeon to do on Gamma, so we'll see how it goes. I still didn't see it. Is the tank going to stop long enough for us to res the healer? That's the only real question. Alex, you wiped 10 times on this one yesterday. That's a lot of wipes, man. I'm not going to let myself wipe that much. I don't have the resilience to wipe in a 5-man 10 times. I'll give it like 5 wipes.
My liege.
The only time I'm going to wipe 10 or 20 times is on boss fight, raid boss fight progression. If we're trying to progress on like a new boss fight in a raid. That's the only time I'm going to tolerate 10, 15, 20 wipes. Oh good, we can't just fight an enemy. God forbid we just fight a damn enemy. We gotta pull it to the boss because we gotta make the run that much shorter. It's gotta be that much quicker. Let's pull him in here. Is it because of the roleplay? Is that why we did this? Maybe. Okay, so maybe the boss won't go active yet. Alright, the boss isn't active yet. I thought we were pulling it right to the boss and fighting it with the boss. I guess I'm just like on edge now. I'm waiting for everyone to do something stupid that's gonna annoy me thanks to the previous group. The boosted tank character couldn't hold aggro. Ah, that's sad. Yeah, like what I learned from boosting the shaman was that like booster a trick. Like don't boost the character class unless you've already played a lot of that character class. If you already know that class, then you're fine. If it's a new class to you, boosting it is basically almost a waste because it's going to take you a long time to get comfortable with the class. But what you're going to want to do instead is you're going to want to take that class right into endgame content, but you really can't do that. You really can't take that class right into endgame stuff. And like reading guides and stuff doesn't help. Did I have the frost? I still can't see the frost. I can't see the frost no matter what. I wish there was a way that you can do randoms, but you could like exclude certain dungeons. I should have like a pool of dungeons that I can say, okay, I don't want this one, I don't want this one, I don't want this one. Because I like queuing up for random, but I can't do these ones. Jason, you boosted a mage and it's still icky to play? Even you're pretty familiar with the mage. Yeah, it's rough. Yeah, boosting a character is almost a scam. Because then you boost it and you're like, oh shit, I have no idea how to play. And then you gotta go read guides, you gotta watch some videos, but even that doesn't, like what I found is like even once I read the proper rotation and I was executing on the proper rotation on the shaman, what I found was that because I don't have a bunch of muscle memory for it, it feels wrong. Even though I'm pressing the right buttons, it doesn't feel right. Because I didn't play the class for 80 hours to kind of build up like a muscle memory of what it feels like to play correctly. So even though you're executing the rotation, it doesn't feel good, you know? It still feels bad. Because it doesn't feel natural to you. I should need on both the items now. Bow, we don't need it. And the wrist guard, I don't need it. How many times will I stand in the frost and die? If I'm only killing myself, then that's okay, right? At least I'm not dragging the frost around and getting everybody else killed. That would suck. It's even a spec thing. You're used to playing frost because that's how you'd level up. And then you gotta play fire. I feel like even if you level up a character to endgame and you play it, if you're switching specs, that's gonna be a learning curve. Yeah, I was eyeballing my mage. I have like a level 25 Blood Elf mage. And I almost got on the other day and played a bit, but then I realized that she was spec frost, and what I thought about was like, if I want to play fire at endgame, I have to level up as fire. I can't level up as frost, learn the frost abilities, learn the frost rotation, learn the frost talents, and then think that at 80 I'm just going to switch to fire and be any good. It's going to be the same thing as the shaman, right? So yeah, I thought like, man, if I want to be a mage, I got to level up as fire spec. Which is funny because when I started that mage, I was leveling as fire spec, and then one of the last things I did on it, I respected to frost. And then I realized now, I'm like, well, no, if I wanted to play the character, I'd have to level as fire. Because I don't want to get to 80 and then not know what the hell I'm doing again. Yeah, my point is that switching specs sucks. It sucks to level a class to 80 and then switch your spec, because then you miss out on all that muscle memory that you should have. You should have dozens of hours of muscle memory, you know. 80 hours of muscle memory pressing your buttons. It's not the same. Like switching your spec at 80, watching a video, reading a guide, and then jumping into 5-mans, like you're never going to be as good or feel as comfortable as if you had leveled with the spec. The only exception might be like, obviously you can't level up as a healer because you gotta press DPS buttons. But for DPS spec, I feel like if you want a DPS on a character, then you level up as the spec you're gonna DPS as at endgame. Even if it's not optimal, who cares? Who cares? You're gonna get familiar with your buttons that way. Then by the time you hit endgame, it's all gonna be muscle memory for you. Arcane is 2 buttons. Arcane's not super viable though. I mean, it's more viable than Frost at endgame, but I think fire is the way to go. It's funny that we're already dying here. That's wipe number 1. I'm gonna give it like 5 or 6 wipes. If I cause a wipe, I'm not gonna count that towards the 5 or 6. Yeah, so now if I want to play that mage, I have to respec them again, and I have to spec them as fire. And just keep leveling that way. This is the hallway that we couldn't get past before, right? Is this like the frost hall? No, this isn't it, is it? There's a hallway where the dragon lays down the frost and... That was not what I wanted. There we go. I'm gonna have to get some more symbols of kings pretty soon. I realize I'm getting low. I saw it that time, sort of. I still feel like I saw it way too late. I hate this affix. I really wish they would delete it from the game. It's especially bad when you have a group of all melee. We have all melee. The only person at range is the healer, which makes this affix really, really awful for a group. Glaciates on somebody. Yeah, there we go. Drag it through and kill everybody with it, why don't you? Oh god, I hate it. Jeeves sells the king symbol? I didn't know Jeeves sold that kind of stuff. That's awesome.
Baladash, Malanore.
Spell power, and it's an 8% upgrade. I don't think I have any gems on me though. I'm gonna take it, and then I have to get some gems. Alright, here we go. It's the hallway that I've never completed. I've never reached the end of this hallway on a gamma run. So, we'll see how it goes.
What mongrels dare intrude here? Look alive, my brothers! A feast for the one that brings me their heads!
Well, damn, that happened really quick. I looked away for 1 second. I didn't even see what killed me. It could just be the shit that he laid down on the floor killed me. I don't even know. They can't res me, can they? They can't even stop to res me. I fucking hate this place. This place always ruins my fun. Anytime I try to get on and I try to have fun doing these dungeons, I always get Utgard, and it basically ruins my good time. I absolutely fucking hate it. And it's all about the affix. It killed me instantly. I didn't have a fucking chance to move out of it. I hope they could just finish the run without me. Yeah, I never want to, you know, like, honestly, from now on, if I get one of these on random, I'm just going to kill the first boss and I'm going to leave. It would be better for the group, it would be better for my sanity, and for my peace of mind, and for my chill, for my zen, if I never did this again. So from now on, when I get Utgard Pinnacle, I'm going to kill the first boss, and then I'm going to drop. And then I'm not going to stress about it. And the only reason I'm going to kill the first boss is to not get the deserter debuff. And that's how I'm going to do it from now on. This is like the second time that I've got on for a day to do runs. I've gotten Pinnacle pretty early in the day. And then I just kind of lose like all taste to get back on here and ever do these again. And I don't like it. It's not a good feeling to have. I think they got it. I didn't see anybody else die, so I'm assuming they handled it. Yeah, they're down there fighting him. I've never seen him tanked over here before. That's interesting. Apparently he has infinite HP. How much effing HP does this guy have? Wait, did the other paladin die, or is he just not taking any actions? Oh, good. The reason why we're taking longer is because our other DPS paladin seems to be completely lagged out. Like, I don't see him on the meters. I saw him running in place. I don't know what's going on with him. Ah, get away from me. A jerk. Is he back now? Okay, he might be pressing some of his buttons now. Oh my god. It's the first time I've killed him on Gamma. 21% upgrade, I'm definitely going to roll on it. Holy, we don't need that one. Well, there we go. Got a couple of upgrades. Of course, the gear looks really lame because it's Wrath of the Lich King gear, so... For some reason I thought that was the last boss. Apparently that's not the last boss. I don't know who the last boss is then. That's the funny thing, is like I have no idea who the last boss in here is. Because I have not cleared that guy in a very long time. Oh yeah, it's the guy up here at the throne room who, like, he freezes us in place, like, every 10 seconds and is super annoying. Yes. Now I remember. The guy who drops the one-handed tanking sword. Yep. Pretty sure the warrior's dead. Yeah, he died. He got froze way too close to a spinning orb thing. Oh damn. Very, very nicely done. Oh god. I hate this place. I'm never doing this place again. This will be the last time we ever see Utgard Pinnacle. The tank is out. No side reel essence for us today. We're just not getting any side reel essence. Like, part of me wants to go back and try again because the hard part's over. A bigger part of me just wants to bail out. I don't know. Are we even queued up? I don't even think that we're queued back up. I missed the interrupt. I don't even know. Yeah, sure. I missed an interrupt, I guess. I'm kind of past the point where I care about this run. I'll give it one more attempt. If we get a tank in the next 3 minutes, I'll give it one more attempt. But honest to God, if we ever get either Utgard run again, I'm just gonna kill the first boss and then leave immediately. Nobody needs this. This isn't fun, and like honestly, the juice is not worth the squeeze. What we stand to gain is not worth the frustration of doing this. Tank said, yeah, Tank said, I'm out. Peace. Yep, and I don't even know if we're in the queue. Like, I can't click yes. I would assume the healer or the leader would have to do that. The healer is the leader. Cebu, right on, man. Are you in the guild? I don't know who's in my guild anymore. I can't keep track. I'd love to be able to tell just like if we're actually queued up for a tank or not. Because if we're not even queued up for a tank, I don't know why we're running back. I have to remember to get two strength gems once we're done here. The moving eye means we're queued. Okay, sure. It's I just wish it would show me something different. I wish it would give me a different message. Right now it says a player has left your group. Would you like to find another player? And I don't have a choice. I can't click yes. I would love for there to be an indication that someone else has clicked yes. Because right now I got nothing. It's 1:11 server time right now. I'm going to give this till 1:16, and at 1:16 I am leaving this group. That's 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes after we did the run. The run was another minute or two, so I feel like 7 minutes. I can get a queue in 9 minutes for a different dungeon, so I'm not gonna just stand here without a tank.
Salama Ashalanore.
We weren't queued that entire time. So the moving eye does not mean that we are queued. It's still not. It says now you are queued in the dungeon finder. It's still showing me the same thing, but we were not queued that whole time. Now we're queued. Yeah. That's really special. Like, why would we not queue up on the run? Yeah, there we go. Now we can hover over it and we get this. Yeah, nah, I'm out. Yeah, anybody in the group should be able to hit the button. We shouldn't be relying on one person to be cognizant and aware enough to press the button to re-queue. So, yeah, totally. Anybody should be able to re-queue the group. If we had re-queued while we ran back in, we probably would have found a tank by the time we got to the boss. But instead, we didn't queue up until we were standing there for 2 minutes in front of the boss. I need to run back to town, and we need to get a couple of strength gems for the 2 pieces of gear we got. It should just auto-queue when someone leaves? Yes. Yeah, exactly. Sure. Yeah, it could auto-queue, it could let anybody... There are lots of different ways to handle it. But waiting for the person who is randomly assigned to be the leader, waiting for that person to press the button, is really effing stupid. I bet that person thought we were in the queue. They probably saw the moving eye like we did. And they probably thought, oh good, we're in the queue looking for a tank. And then they were like, well, wait a minute, why haven't we got a tank yet? And then they realized, oh shit, I'm the leader. I haven't clicked the button, we don't have a tank. Symbols, yeah, I can pick up some symbols at King's. Am I tracking reagent vendors? Probably not. I am. Reagents, I have to go... Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
I have one-of-a-kind items.
There we go, it's over 1,000.
Be ready for
Alright guys, on that note, I'm going to take 10 minutes to have lunch. I'll be back in approximately 10 minutes my time, so I'm going to pin a little note here into chat. I'll be back around, let's just say by 1:30 my time. And then we will do a few more. And if you want to hang out, I appreciate it. If you got to go, then thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Let's see, back around 1 p.m. EST. Lunchtime. There we go. Let me pin that to the top. Not that anyone will see it there because nobody sees the pin message. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Alright, we are back. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. I need gems. Patrick, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. The pinned comments. Yes, thank you, Mike. There we go. Unpin. Yeah, does the solid launch time work out better for people in the UK? It's 4 o'clock my time, so 4... It's going to still be anywhere between 10 o'clock at night to midnight, depending on where they're at. You know, it's usually 6 to 7 hours ahead of me. So it works out that that the UK will get it on the 30th, you know? It's not like Hardcore, they technically got it the next day. Because the servers didn't come back up until like 6 p.m. my time, which was after midnight for most parts of the UK. So this time they're doing it a little bit better. Like realistically, for it to be a good time for people in the UK, it would need to come out like sometime around noon. Like if the servers opened at noon, it would be evening time, like 6 or 7 p.m. for most people playing in the UK. So it's better than Hardcore, but still probably not ideal for a lot of people. Yeah, they got screwed with Hardcore. Yeah, they didn't get Hardcore till technically it was the next day. Instead of getting it on the 24th or whatever, they got it on the 25th, technically. What's the plan for Thursday? Well, I'm going to try to be streaming as soon as SOD comes up. Supposed to come up at 4 o'clock my time. I should be able to be on. It's actually a really bad time. It's possibly the worst time that the server could come back online. So I will probably miss. I will probably miss the first half hour of SOD launch. If SOD launches exactly at 4 o'clock my time, I'm not going to be back from picking my son up from school yet. So I'm not gonna get my name. I'm probably not gonna get any of my names, because at this point in my career, there are enough people out there who hate me and want to see me suffer that like someone is gonna go on and they're gonna tag all of my name variations. So by the time I get on at like 4:15 or 4:20, I'm not gonna have access to any of my names. All of my names are gonna be taken. And yeah, that's my plan for they launch. Usually it's 6. Usually servers come up at 6 p.m. on a launch night, which would be perfect for me because it'd be after dinner and I'd be settled in. But they're coming up at the worst possible time. Yeah, so my plan for SOD launch is to be late to SOD launch. So I'm probably not even going to schedule a stream because I have no idea when I'm going to be able to get on. I might be able to get on right at 4. It's more likely that I won't be on until like 4:30. And there's absolutely nothing I can do about it because my wife is in class, so she's completely unavailable to help me out. She's not gonna be able to go pick up my son, and she's not gonna be able to help out in any way. So when I thought that the servers were gonna go up at 6, that was gonna be perfect. I was like, oh, 6 o'clock, that's awesome. But now that it's 4 o'clock, it's a scuffed launch for me. I'm just gonna get on whenever I can. And you guys will already be playing. Hopefully you guys will be playing. You guys will be like level 15 already. And by the time I get on. Because yeah, for me it's like 4 o'clock is the absolute worst possible time it could possibly go live. Have someone take my name? Yeah, if someone wants to take my name and then give it back to me, that'd be awesome. I forget who it was that did. Somebody did that for me in hardcore. Somebody got my name and ended up giving it back to me. Because yeah, I'm not gonna get my name. I'm not gonna get any variation of my name. I'm sure of it. Because at this point, there are definitely people out there who just want me to suffer, which is understandable. You know, I don't hold it against them. I probably deserve to suffer.
I have one-of-a-kind items. Farewell.
So yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, I'm gonna get on sometime around 4:30. Servers will already have been up for like a half hour. I'll miss all the initial hype. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I don't know. Yeah. Have they said how many servers there will be? No. No, they're probably not gonna. They're gonna be multiple servers. Yeah, it's gonna be more than one. But no, they have. From what I know, they have not released server names. They're not doing name reservations. They're not listing the servers ahead of time. So we will find out on the day of. Didn't we do this already today? I swear to God, we already did this, didn't we? I swear to God. It could be nice if you want to skip some of the mayhem. Yeah, it's nice for most people to skip the mayhem, but when you're a content creator and you're trying to stream like a hot new release, what happens when you're not there like minute 1, day 1 is that like you just lose people. Like all the people that would have found my channel, like all the new people that might have found my channel on SOD launch if I was actually there live like the minute the server went open, those people are not going to find my channel now. So yeah, for like an average person, it's better to miss the first couple hours. But for me, it's like basically worst case scenario for me. I've been trying not to think about it too much because it's like I've been pretty upset about it since I read the times today. So I've really been trying not to think about the launch time very much because I'm actually like distraught about it. You know, nothing I can do though. Keep my son home. Yeah, like cancel his whole school day. Like don't send him to school at all just so I can like get on the server on time. Yeah, unfortunately, like that ain't gonna fly. Nah, that's not gonna fly. Nope. Justin, good afternoon. You know, and the reality of it is, like, I've been contemplating not streaming the first day that it opens. So that's the reality of it. The reality of it is, without being able to be on like minute 1, day 1, I've contemplated not doing a stream till the next day. And I thought about, like, what I'm also doing is, since we're going on Alliance side for the guild, I'm gonna be doing some stuff on the Horde side in a recorded series. So I've kind of thought about just trashing the entire idea of doing a day 1 stream, and just starting my recorded series for the Horde side on Thursday, calling it a day. That's kind of what I've thought about. Because yeah, it's not really fun for me to have a stream when it's like the servers have been up for an hour, and I'm just like getting into things super late. That's not really interesting to me. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's the other thing, is like there's gonna be a queue. Like by the time I can press login, there's gonna be a login queue. And I'm not really interested in fighting with the queue and like stressing out about getting on the stream and stuff. So there's a possibility that I don't stream on Thursday because of how things worked out. I can't pick him up early. The school does not let you pick your kid up early. If I pick him up early, it would have to be like super early, and then they would have to have a reason. And like I don't like making shit up. Like I don't like flat out lying about things. So like, you know, what can I say? What can I say that wouldn't be like a flat out lie as for the reason why I have to pick him up 2 hours early? If he doesn't want me to pick him up 2 hours early, he'd be pissed. The last thing he wants is for me to get him out of school and bring him home, you know. There are no good... I've already been through like all the options in my head, and there are no options. There are no options. The best option is to like absolve myself to the fact that I probably won't get to stream on Thursday. And like to be okay with the idea that if I'm very lucky, I'll be able to get on for a little bit and record something for the next day. That's kind of what I've had to come to terms with today. Yeah, the only kid. Yeah, my kid is the only kid that he does not want to be home. He spends a lot of time at home during the summer. They get an entire 3 months where they're at home. He knows exactly how boring home is. He doesn't want to be here. I don't blame him. Yeah, I mean, I don't have to tell the school. I can be like, hey, I'm picking my kid up. But like, I have to tell him why. I have to tell my son why I'm picking him up early. Like, he's gonna want to know. And mainly, like, what am I gonna tell him? Yeah, I'm picking you up early from school because I would like to play a video game the moment it comes out because I can't be bothered to wait. It's just not a really good, like, precedent to set as a parent, you know? And then he's gonna go tell all of his friends, you know, like the next day it's gonna come up in conversation with his friends, like why he left early, and he's gonna be like, oh, my dad had a WoW launch and he had to be there moment 1, day 1. And then that shit's gonna get around, you know. Kids talk. I'm pretty sure like several of the parents of his friends, like they secretly know what I do, and I think they hate me. I think they already hate me enough. Because I'm pretty sure a couple of them know what I do. And that they don't like it. in a day, everyone will be stuck at level 25 anyway. Well, yeah, from a player perspective, like I said, as a player, it doesn't matter. But as a content creator, it's gonna F me up. Like, as a player, it doesn't matter, yeah. Whether I play, like, Thursday, or whether I play, you know, not Friday, whether I wait till Saturday, like, as a player, it doesn't matter at all. As a content creator trying to do stuff on YouTube, it unfortunately, because of the way the algorithm works and a bunch of other things, unfortunately, it very much is going to affect me. And there's really nothing I can do about it. Like, for example, like, hardcore launch, I was on, like, moment 1, day 1, trying to get in, okay? And on hardcore launch, I had over 300 people concurrently in the stream, which is more than I've ever had before or since. And because of hardcore launch, a bunch of people found the channel. And that's always, like, my goal with content and streaming, is that I want more people to find us. I want more people to find the community. And so unfortunately, if you do something when it's like less hype, or you're not there for all the hype, you are going to pull less people to your content, which for me means that less people are going to find us, which is a big L. It's a big L for me. And like I said, there's really no way around it. It is what it is. As a player, it wouldn't matter if I played moment 1, day 1, but as a content creator, it absolutely matters. Yeah, big events are key for discoverability. Exactly, Mr. Hassel. Yes, exactly. Exactly. If I'm not streaming moment 1, like, people are gonna go somewhere else, which means they're not gonna find us. They're gonna go watch Co-Carnage stream or whatever. You know, they're gonna fire up Twitch. It's like having deja vu here. Oh boy. Oh god, this is a mess. I don't remember being this messy last time. Robert, Amy is really sick today. She's teaching a class, so she's stuck at that job. She's trying to facilitate a class right now, and she's been sick all day. We've all been pretty sick. I'm getting better. James is better now, but she's just not. She's the last person to get it, and she is in the thick of it, so she's miserable right now. We got through the holiday okay, but yeah. Hey, we did it. Maybe I'll get really lucky and the servers won't come up at 4 o'clock. I hate to do that to the rest of you guys, but maybe I'll just get really lucky, and instead of the servers coming up at 4 o'clock, they'll come up at like 5 o'clock. Maybe they'll just be busted. With our luck, the servers won't come until 8 or 9. I would be fine with that. Yeah, it sucks. It would suck for everybody else, but it would fix my problem that I'm having, or that I'm gonna have. It makes sense though. Usually when there's like a big launch, like something happens to kind of ruin my day. When Hardcore launched, it was the most successful stream I ever had. But later that night, like as soon as I stopped streaming that night, my street flooded. We had a big rainstorm come through, my street flooded, and then my basement flooded. So after Hardcore launch night, I spent like 4 hours shop vacuuming water out of my basement, carrying the shop back upstairs, going back into my yard where it was dry and dumping the water, then doing that again and again and again and again. For like 4 hours straight, until the basement was reasonably not flooded anymore. And that was my Hardcore launch night, like most successful stream ever, followed by complete, utter natural disaster. So typically on like a launch, I expect something bad to happen, but I just wish it would be something that would not directly interfere with me like streaming when I want to. Yeah, it was a bipolar kind of night. I was like really, really happy, then really, really worried, and then really, really screwed. Yeah, then the next day I disconnected in the water and almost drowned. Yes. Yeah, then the next day I had a disconnect in the water and nearly died, but somebody in the guild actually was nearby and healed me. They healed me as I was drowning while disconnected. And that was the only reason I didn't lose the character on like day 2. We have a good healer here. Yeah, the healer has a 6,000 gear score. 6,000. So yeah, he's a little bit overpowered. I don't know why we're up here. Why did I follow this guy? What are we doing? Oh, this is what we're doing. We are doing this. He's a paid actor. Fair enough. Yeah, there's not really a good reason for him to be here doing this, I don't think. Apparently this is how we're fighting this boss. I don't really know, like, how I feel about this. I mean, I guess it's fine. It feels like we're cheesing some part of it in some way a little bit, but whatever. This is the most unnecessary way to fight this boss. Since I've never fought it like this ever in my life, yes, I have to agree. It's also the way to fight this boss that's definitely going to get me killed. I'm not, like, I don't really understand why it's getting me killed. It has to do with the snake management, I think, but yeah, it's going to get me killed. I'm now only killing the snakes so they don't wrap the healer or myself or anybody else. I'm just focusing on the freaking snakes now. There we go, we did it. Yeah, we could have fought him in the middle of the room. Fighting him in the middle of the room with the ranged people up on the staircase would have been fine. Doing this was pretty close to idiotic. It was just pretty much an idiotic way to do the fight. I let them know in party that it was a dumb way to do the fight. I hardly ever talk in group, but yeah. I just feel like someone had to actually say it. It was a dumb way to do the fight. It didn't make any aspect of the fight easier. I fought that guy in the room many times and never almost died. So, yeah. We got the achievement though. It's still really dumb. Yeah, I mean, achievements are fine. It was the most retarded way to pull the fight I've ever seen. So, yeah. And I feel like we got the achievement because it was cheesed. You know, like what good is an achievement if you cheesed it to get the achievement? Karen, have a good rest of your night. We'll see you next time. James, how often do I find myself playing retail WoW, looking down at my action bar in combat to see what spells and abilities are off cooldown? On the druid, not that often. Currently I'm playing the Night Elf Druid. And on that character, not that often because the rotation is pretty simple. And anything that procs has an effect on the screen that I can see on the screen. Oh, I need to hit Starfall. Oh, I need to switch over to Wrath right now. So like on the Night Elf, not often. Sometimes I still will do it out of habit. I'll glance down, but like as far as fixating on it, I don't have to as much. I'm sure that's not true of most classes and most specs though. And apparently that's why God made weak auras. So instead of staring at your action bar, you stare somewhere up here in the middle of your screen and you wait for an add-on to tell you what button to press next. Those are your two choices. Either desperately stare at your action bar waiting for all your 30-second cooldowns and 15-second cooldowns to come off cooldown, all 8 of them, or install an add-on that will literally tell you what button to press when you need to press it. Are we really skipping this other guy? We're going to skip the other ad? Let's save ourselves 15 seconds of our life. Oh, I'm so happy to have that 15 seconds, man. I don't know what I would do with myself if we had not saved that 15 seconds. I hope there's no way this can come back to bite us. Oh, second mute, son of a... It's fine. It's fine. There's no way we get to a third mute. Sorry. I didn't see what I stood in. What killed me? I didn't even see it. I was looking right at the ground. We were talking about being locked on our action bars. So I was purposefully looking at the ground. And I saw nothing. I saw nothing that could have killed me. I don't think I stood in a whirlwind very long. Like, I don't know what even killed me. Really confused. I swear to God I wasn't in the whirlwind. I moved out of a whirlwind, then shortly thereafter I died. Yeah, we'll never know what killed me. Oh, there we go. Apparently that's the first time I've beat Gundrak on heroic. I don't need this, do I? I have item level 225. Valorous Aegis Helmet. I don't think I need this item. 3 times, Mark. I get 3 times. Was that 3? That wasn't 3, was it? That was only 2 mutes today, right? I'm pretty sure we're only at 2. I don't need this item. Okay, I'm not gonna roll on it then. Backup set? Take it from my tanking set? Sure, why not? I don't need those. I don't need that. It was only 2. Right. Shane also says it was only 2 times that I muted myself today. It's not Batman time yet. I get 3 strikes. Armor pen, I don't need it. Yeah, we're at 2, and you're probably not gonna make it to a 3, so. It should be one time we all want the Batman. I don't know, sometimes I can't do it. Sometimes I have a hard time summoning it. It's not easy. I won't loot the boss. No, I didn't. I don't loot bosses. You guys should know better. You should know better than to tell me to loot the boss. And if you want me to loot the boss, you have to tell me, you have to type it in like 5 seconds before the boss goes down. You have to remind me. If you give me that much time to stand around at the end of a run, there's no way I'm going to loot the boss. What's the Batman voice? The Batman voice is where I do a Lego Batman voice. Loot the boss for daily quest items. What's the Batman voice? It should be one time. We all want the Batman. It's hard to do today because I'm sick. We did tell you during the fight. You ignored it because you're an idiot. That's it. That's my best Batman voice right now. Because my throat's kind of messed up. I'm not really feeling it. Yeah, it's the Lego Batman voice. Yeah, absolutely. I don't have like a real Batman voice. You guys told me during the fight to loot him and I still didn't do it. Yeah, it sucks. I do feel better today. I think I'm getting over whatever it was. My wife is like being decimated by it right now. She's trying to teach a class, virtually teach a class, and she's very, very sick. The great thing about working from home is that you get to work when you're dead sick. Like, if she had to go to the office, there would be no way that she could teach a class today. If she had to go in, stand up in front of class, she wouldn't be able to do it. She'd call off, somebody else on her team would fill in, and she'd get the rest. But since it's a work from home world now, with all like virtual facilitation classrooms, now she gets to work while she's really, really sick. So yeah, go, work from home. It's fun times. Yeah, something is going around. Yeah, it's the same thing that's been going around for years. Yeah, we can do another one. 8 minutes. She's a corporate trainer, Agent Dad. Yeah, she does corporate training. She's teaching adults. Well, she's teaching the trainers. She's training the trainers who are going to go train the people. Which is exactly what... She has the exact job that I used to have when I worked in corporate. Except that she has more responsibilities and she probably does the job a lot better than I did because she probably cares more about it. But yeah, she's a corporate trainer. She trains trainers and then the trainers go off and they train the people who do the jobs. She also writes the course. So half of the year is writing the course and creating the materials, and then the other half of the year is teaching it. And then every year you go again. It's like hardcore because every year you have to rewrite the course because every year stuff changes. And so every year you do the same cycle. It's hardcore corporate training. The training gets used, the training gets killed, and then you go again. It is a lot of work, and it's a lot of work, and it's also two very different things. There aren't a lot of corporations that have the same people write the material that are also going to teach it. Usually writing the material is one job, and facilitating the classes is another job. But at the company that she works for, that I used to work for too, it's one job. They want someone to be skilled enough to write and create training materials, and then they want that person to also be able to stand up and teach a class. And those are two very different skills. And it's very uncommon to find someone who can write, who can create learning elements like videos and e-learning, but who can also stand up and teach a class. But yeah, at H&R Block they want you to do it all. If you guys ever want in on dungeons while I'm doing this, the best thing to do is probably to whisper me in the game. If you whisper me in the game, that's probably the best way for me to see you and be able to invite you, or maybe toss something in guild chat. But usually the best way is just like shoot me a whisper, or just straight up fire me an invite and then shoot me a whisper. They might announce the realms early for Sod. Did they announce the realms a little bit early for hardcore too, didn't they? They put the names of them out there. But they've only got a couple of days to do it. If they're going to tell us the realms, they've only got a couple of days left to tell us. So like if they were going to tell us the realm names, I would say like that's going to have to go up obviously tomorrow. Like they don't have a lot of time left. Otherwise, it's going to be like log in and see. That's going to be the other shitty thing is like I'm not going to be able to be on at 4 o'clock. I am not going to be able to be on at 4 o'clock. I'm not going to be able to be on at 4 o'clock. I don't know when the hell I'm going to be able to get on. When I thought it was going to be a 6 o'clock release time, I was like, oh good, 6 o'clock, perfect. 4 o'clock, I can't be on at 4 o'clock, so I'm fucked. And so therefore what sucks is like you guys are going to have to tell me what realm we're going on. I don't know. Because I don't know how we're going to have a guild if I'm not there to pick the realm. Like, someone else is going to pick the realm, I guess. And then I don't know how that information gets out there if I can't stream when it releases. So, yeah. I'm excited for Sod, and I'm also incredibly unhappy about the release schedule situation. Because I'm not going to be able to play at 4 o'clock. Yeah, we are. Yeah, Jason, exactly. We're all going to be on different servers. So, like, rip guild. Like, there's not going to be a guild for Sod. We're all going to be on different servers, and that's it. All because like I can't get on at 4 o'clock. I can get on, I can probably be on by 4:30. I might even be able to be on by 4:15 if I really push it. But there's no fucking way that I can be on at 4 o'clock, and that's just how it is. They said there's going to be an RP realm, but it's going to be RP PvP, Robert. It's going to be RP PvP. Do you want to be on a PvP realm? I don't want to be on a PvP realm. I do have a hard stop today, but not for a little while. Alex picks. I mean, that'd be fine. Alex could pick, but like the thing about it is like the way you guys know is that I'm streaming and we talk about it. Unless like, I mean, Alex could put it in the Discord. That'd be fine. But the Discord's not going to get everybody. You know, the Discord's going to get the handful of people who are active in the Discord. But it's not necessarily going to get everybody who would come and hang out with the stream. So I'm incredibly distraught about Thursday, and I'm trying not to like think about it too much. But yeah, I'm incredibly unhappy. It's I'm trying not to let it like bust my excitement, but it kind of has busted my excitement at this point. Every other fucking release, it's always been 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 6 p.m. my time, which is perfect. It's the perfect time for me. It's after dinner. It's after my son is home. I don't have anything going on then that I can't miss. 4 o'clock I can't do. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to go in as a guild, you can wait for me to come on. Like, I'm just, like, being upfront, I'm not going to be on at 4. Like, typically, like, when I pick my son up, we usually get home, like, a little bit after 4 o'clock. I usually make him a snack, get him settled in, we talk for a bit, and then, like, maybe by 4:30, I might be able to get on. It's just a really shit time of day to have it release. And like if it were any other time of year, like if my wife were not in class, if she weren't teaching a class, then she could go pick him up. It wouldn't be a big deal. She would go pick him up on Thursday and it wouldn't be a problem. But because she's in class, that's not an option. I have no childcare options. Yeah. If I decide to stream that day, I might set it for 4:30 and just go from there. You know, maybe I can get on 15 minutes early. I don't know. Maybe the servers will be dead on arrival. Maybe the servers won't even function until 5 o'clock. I don't understand this mechanic that's happening here, so I'm gonna bubble through it. I'm just gonna bubble and stand here because I don't know what to do to avoid this. Yeah, adulting sucks when it directly interferes with what I'm trying to do. It doesn't often. Like, I don't have a lot of adulting things that directly interfere with what I'm trying to do here. But this is one of those big things. It's like, okay, it's just the worst possible time for it. These assholes left me back here. Like, what the fuck? I was fighting the fucking skull thing. Don't we have to kill the fucking skull? Like, oh, dude's fighting the skull. Oh, whatever. Fuck him. Just let him get killed back there by the pat. They were right next to me when I was fighting the skull. Are they all playing in first person? They didn't see me fight the skull? Shit. I'm not rezzing. They can either, yeah, I say they can either kick me or they can res me. As I am not running back. Because they're WoW players, that's why they did it. They're only thinking about themselves. No, if I get into combat with a skull thing that appeared in front of me, I have to fight the skull thing that appeared in front of me because it appeared in front of me. I'm not just going to run from it. What would be the point of that? They're going for the Parsis, yeah. They're going for the speed run. We don't want the key to degrade. We don't want our key... Oh, wait. Oh, wait, we don't have a key to degrade. Loot the boss? Okay, I'll loot the boss this time. I got it! Okay, what do we got? Holy upgrade, I don't need it. And protection. What did I loot the boss for? What was that? Oh. I forgot all about daily heroic quests. I forgot all about it. These blood thistle are great for leveling up herbing, but I don't think I can use them at all for alchemy. So that part about them kind of sucks. Yeah, I should go back and turn that quest in, actually, and then I should think about, well, I have 36 Emblems of Triumph. I wonder if I could buy anything that would be an upgrade with those.
Greetings. Be careful. To the next one. Good luck, friend. Be careful. Good luck.
What do you seek?
It's item level 245. Okay. I bought the Librum already, so we don't need the Librum. What is like my lowest level piece of gear? 225, 232, 225, 200, 225, 232, 232, 245, 200, 146. Can I get a trinket? Oh dear God. Tell me there are trinkets. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I don't want an on use. I'm never gonna use an on use. I don't even want to spend the money on it. I'm not gonna click the on use button. It's like a waste for me. Christ. I don't know. Yeah, I hate trinkets that have an on use ability. I never remember to hit it. It's gonna be an absolute waste. It's my worst piece of gear. I don't have a choice. Do I need the hit? Do I even need the hit? I don't have enough anyway. It's 50 emblems? Oh my god. Oh, I'm never getting any of this gear. That's so many emblems. It's never gonna happen. And it feels like it's not even worth it. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. What other kinds of badges am I accumulating? None. I have no other badges. Defiler's Scourgestone. What the hell is this? Why do I have it? I thought we were supposed to get one sidereal essence from the last boss in every Gamma run. Why do I only have one? How am I supposed to be getting sidereal essence? The Defiler Scourgestones are for a vendor? Is that that's another new vendor? The Defilers can be converted into sidereal. It's Scourgestones now. What? What? Hold on. So, instead of the last boss of every run dropping sidereal essence, now I'm getting this other made-up currency called Defiler Scourgestones. And now I have to take these Scourgestones and I have to go purchase sidereal essence? Is that what you're telling me? Because that seems like the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Why would they replace... Son of a bitch. I can't keep track of it. I really... This is the problem that I came to have with retail. And it's becoming a problem with Wrath too. I can't keep track of all the currencies. I can't keep track of all the currencies. I can't keep track of what item level gear they give me. And now you're telling me that I have to accumulate one currency to go turn that into another currency so that I can then maybe go buy some gear. Or I don't turn it into another currency and I just use it to buy gear straight out. I have options. This is not my instance. I don't know where my instance is. I don't know where it's at. If I want Ulduar gear, I can convert it. Okay. Again, yeah, it's too many currencies for me. I don't like it. I don't like having 3 different currencies to keep track of. There's only 3 currencies I need: Triumph, Frost, and Scourgestone. I don't need sidereal essence. I don't need any sidereal essence anymore. Why? Why is that? And also, like, yeah, 3 is still too many. Like, having 3 currencies that are relevant to me at any one point in time is too many currencies. Ideally, at any one point in time, I would have one currency that's relevant to my character, and not 3 different ones. That would be ideal. I would like to have one currency for PvE gear at any point in time that's relevant to my character. Side reels or beta gear. Oh, okay. Sure. So side reels out and scourge stones are in. Except they're not really out. You can still get them by spending scourge stones if you want to. We don't know why you'd want to, but you can. I just hope they never put currencies into Classic era. I don't want to play the season of currencies. I'd really rather there just not be currencies at all. Oh look, speaking of currencies, I have 250 Stonekeeper shards. I wish I knew what those were good for, because I don't, which means I probably don't need them. This says 5% upgrade. Who am I to ignore an add-on? Who am I? We lost our healer, God knows why. You know, we don't know. I mean, PvP can have currency, yeah. That's fine, I don't care about PvP. PvP can do whatever it wants. The healer had this to say: we got a healer for a couple seconds, and they said, this place. And they left. Apparently he really hates this place. I don't know why, it's pretty simple. I do need heirlooms. Yeah, I wish I had heirlooms. I should just spend all my badges on heirloom gear. We can only track 3 currencies at a time because, you know, it's 2023. Clint, good afternoon, man. Welcome to the stream. If I downgrade my emblems, I feel like I should get like multiple lower level like emblems. Like if I want to get the emblems that give me like the heirloom gear, I should be able to turn like one emblem of triumph into like 5 of those. That would probably be the only way that I would downgrade my emblems. Was that if they scaled, like if I could buy multiple of whatever crappy emblem I need for one triumph emblem, then it might be worth it. Oh, good. I'm starting to see why the healer hates this place. Oh, god damn it. Oh, god. What was the deal with that one? Just like too much spell damage going out all at once, or what? I don't really remember those pulls being overly complicated. It just seemed like maybe there were wraps going out, wraps and like the frost bolts. There were webs. Okay, I didn't see the webs. Yeah. Damn shame. Maybe the healer got webbed. Maybe that's what happened.
Anu Belore de la Na.
Red Robin, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Alright, we're going back up. Oh, we're getting wrapped. Okay, yeah. I see. So, is the random webbing, is that the, like, part of the gamma run? Like, randomly people will just get webbed? Is that what's happening? Because none of these guys look like they are guys who would web us. These guys look like non-spider entities. It is part of the affix. Okay. Yeah, I didn't really realize that. I saw people getting webbed before, and I just kind of figured it was the spider guys doing it. And I didn't realize it was going to keep happening even when we weren't fighting spider guys. Like, son of a bitch. I have to say that, like, with a wrapping mechanic, if you are the healer, your best bet is simply to stand in melee. Especially if you're a paladin healer, it's like, okay, you're gonna get webbed in the back, don't stand in the back. Don't stand in the back. Just stand in melee, that way people will see you, that way you'll get hit with AoE abilities, and then, like, no problem. If you stand in the back, you're going to get webbed and people are not going to see you, and then people are going to die. It's a really easy mechanic. Just stack up.
I will feast on I am nowhere. I am everywhere. Unseen, so appetizing. Your heartbeat is music to my ears. So appetizing. Your heartbeat is music to my ears. Fresh, warm blood. It is beautiful. Still, I hunger. Still, I thirst.
Is this an extra boss over here? I feel like groups never go this way. Yeah, I'm really surprised this group is coming down here. Because all we're gonna get for this is a badge of triumph, right? We're not getting anything special for killing this boss. Really surprised that they're spending the time to do it. You get a pat on the back. Awesome. I need one of those. But we also get to wipe, apparently, because everyone wants to come to an optional boss and wipe. It's what groups love. Oh, God. All my gear is broken. All of my gear is busted. Can I still do this with my gear being at yellow? Do I lose any stats for my gear being yellow? I don't lose stats until it's red, right? Yeah. Yeah, that might be a rip and wrap. It might be a rip and a wrap. I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to go back and try to kill that boss again. I'd like to just I'm not anywhere near a repair guy, am I? Oh no, I am. I'm in Dalaran. Okay. Maybe we can repair really quick. I don't know. I mean, we don't even have to finish the run at this point. I don't really care. There's not a repair guy. These guys can't repair. None of you can repair. Are you kidding me? You sell gear. You sell gear and you can't repair. That's horse shit. It's absolute horse shit manure that they sell gear and they can't repair gear. That makes no sense. Oh, we're never finding a repair guy. I'm seeing all the people on their mounts. Slow down. Why are you going so fast? Okay, fine. We're done. I'll try to finish it. I don't really. I've lost all motivation to finish this run, but I'll try to catch up to him. He's a salesman, not a black. He sells gear. If there's a vendor that has gear on him, they have to repair. It's like an unspoken rule. Yeah, I don't. Now I understand why the healer that we had, he got into this run. He was like, "F this run," and then he left the group immediately. I totally get it now. I completely understand why. I hope they're not going for that boss again. I'd really like to just kill the last boss and be done here. That'd be absolutely amazing. I'm not 100% sure where they're at, so I mean, we'll see if I can even find them. Alright, I found the way. It's 2 hours of gamma runs? Good. 3 hours of gamma runs? 3.5 hours of gamma runs? Nope. Now I learned a lesson. I think the enjoyable threshold for doing pug gamma runs in the middle of the day is about 2 hours. There's about 2 hours of gamma runs that I can actually enjoy. And then I think beyond that, not so much. Are they really going for this shit again? If we die again, that's it. I'm not gonna keep trying this boss. At 4 hours, does the madness set in, and then does it become fun again? No, I think at 4 hours, the madness sets in, and then you just slam your head into your desk until you lose consciousness, and then you wake up later, and then you reevaluate your life choices. I'm pretty sure that's what happens at 4 hours. I don't think it ever comes back around to being fun again. It seemed really simple that time. I'm not really sure why everyone got themselves killed the first time around. It's not a very hard fight. Mark, I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea yet. And I have some time to think about it, but I'm probably going to decide when I'm at character selection screen. The sad part about Season of Discovery is I'm not going to be there when the servers go up. I'm going to be there like a half hour to an hour after that. And so regardless of what class I pick, like I'm not going to get my name anymore, and that's been pretty depressing. But I don't know. I might go warrior. I might go rogue. I tried to really put a lot of thought into it, and like the more thought I put into it, the more undecided I became. So yeah, that's kind of what happened. This run is a rip. I want to save my repair bill. I want to save my repair bill. I don't want to repair. I don't want to repair no more. Yeah, if one of you guys wants to get on at 4 o'clock when the servers come up and get my name and then like politely give it back to me, that'd be awesome. Cause I'm not gonna be on. I'm gonna schedule the stream for 4:30, and I'll be really lucky if I get to be there at 4:30. And that's kind of my plan. My plan is to get on at 4:30, or as early as I can. At 4 o'clock, I'm picking my son up at school typically, and we don't get home till a little bit after 4 o'clock. And then I like to make him something to eat and hang out for a bit, as he kind of decompresses from his day and decides what he wants to do with his free time. So yeah, when I thought it was going to be a 6 o'clock launch, like when I thought it was going to be 6 p.m., like that's when they always do their launches. They always launch them at 6 p.m. EST. 6 p.m. EST is the perfect time for me, so of course they would decide to do this one at 4 o'clock, which is basically like the worst point in time. It's the only time in my day when I can't be on the game. And so not only am I not going to get my name, and I'm not going to be there like moment 1, day 1, I'm probably going to get home and I'm probably going to have like a 3-hour wait to even be able to play. So I don't know if I'll be playing Season of Discovery at all on Thursday. There's a chance that like I try to play, can't log into the game because of the queue times, and that I don't bother playing until Friday. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. I'm gonna schedule a stream at 4:30 on Thursday. You know, which is late, which no one's gonna come to that stream because it's a half hour after the game's already up and people are already like well on their way, having their own journey. But that's what I'm gonna have to do. That's the only choice I have. And so the plan is to try to play at 4:30. If I can get in, I'll play for a while. If I go to log in and there's like a 2-hour queue, I'm probably not gonna wait around in stream and just like hang out. You guys will already be playing the game. So at that point, I would just see you guys on Friday. And as far as server, like I don't know what server we're going on. The last I checked, we can check Wowhead again, but the last I looked, they had not posted any server names or anything like that. Let's see. Classic. Season of Discovery information and news. Nope, that's just the release date. We already knew that shit. That's not news. Yeah. No, they have not done anything with the names of the servers or any time zones or any way for it. They have done nothing to help guilds prepare for like where they're going to play, how they're going to play together. They've done nothing to help game communities to figure out like how they're going to play together. They're just going to let us see the realms whenever we can log in. So like I want to do an East Coast realm. And so if there's only one US East realm, that's where I'm going to be. Yeah, that's really all I know. 4 realms, 1 normal, 2 PvP, and one RP PvP. I want to be on the realm with all the people. Like I don't want to be on a fucking realm where it's going to be low pop. If they're putting out 4 realms, if they're putting out a normal realm, 2 PvP realms, and 1 RP PvP realm, I have to say, like the one with the lowest population is probably going to be the RP PvP realm. The second lowest population is probably going to be the second. It's going to be the PvP realm where the streamers don't go, because all the streamers are going to go to one of the PvP realms. That's going to be your highest pop, your full server. The one normal server is going to be high pop because it's the only normal server. The second PvP server that the streamers don't go to is probably going to be low pop. And then the RP PvP server, I don't know. I don't really know, like, who, I don't really know. I don't understand RP PvP server. I don't know who that's for. Maybe someone could explain it to me. I don't know who RP PvP is for. Because, like, I'm not going to roleplay. Like, I'm going to PvP, like, at endgame. But at the same time, like, I don't want to get ganked. I don't want to get into the next phase and go to Stranglethorn and worry about getting ganked, okay? Like, I don't want to get ganked anywhere at any point in time, unless I am purposefully engaging in PvP. So I really don't know. I think I'm just gonna go on the normal server. Like, if I'm gonna choose, I'm gonna go on the normal server, because I don't want to go on the PvP realm where all the streamers are at, because I would like to be able to log in sometimes and actually not wait in a long ass queue. I don't really want to be on a PvP realm at all because I don't want to get ganked in South Shore. I don't want to get ganked in Stranglethorn Vale. That doesn't appeal to me. I don't know. Johnny, thanks for the $5 super chat, man. You're doing a PvP server? More power to you, man. I don't think I can. I never have in my life. I don't enjoy the idea of higher level people like just kind of scoping me out to kill me while I'm trying to level up. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe we'll just I think you guys should go play where you want to play. And that's really all I can say. You guys should play where you want to play, where like whatever realm appeals to you the most and best fits your needs as far as like what you want out of the season. And like your time zone, if time zone matters to you, I would say just pick the realm. You know, get on at 4 o'clock, get in as soon as you can, get your name, get going. And I will be here at around 4:30 or so. And then I will do what I want to do. I will look at the server list. I will see what time zones the servers are. I will check out the populations of the servers, and then I will just kind of pick whatever I want to do, and we'll kind of go from there. That's really all I can say. I don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow. So yeah, I will see you guys sometime on Thursday after 4 o'clock. So yeah, I hope to see you guys then. I have a hard stop right now. I gotta go. Thank you guys very much for being here today and for hanging out with me as we struggle through our Gamma runs. I appreciate it. And I hope to see some of you guys on Thursday. Until then, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we'll see you in Azeroth again someday really soon. Bye for now.